All right. So pull up on the drive lever, hit the M button. And you're going to follow me. Do a nice warm-up lap. It's a little cooler out. And it was a little breezy last night, so a little bit of dust settles on the track. Your tires have some heat in them from the autocross, so we'll get ourselves up to fourth, do a nice warm-up lap. When we get to the back straightaway the second time, I'm going to start rotating you guys out in front of me, okay? And remember, and we're going to work with you for a couple laps each out in front of me. And you want to be perfect with the driving line. That's what I'm looking for. So, the brakes, the driving line, getting these apexes, that's going to be a big one that I'm looking at, okay? So really try your hardest to do the line. Get the eyes up. Again, let's clear our head. 100% focus here. This first lap, since I'm going slower, I'm driving the line as precise as I can, so let's do the same. Remember this cone right here to your left, this is where you're putting on the brakes the most, the firmest for this corner. Then when you turn in, you can start to relax on the brake. You don't need to be staying on them. Okay, that's the idea there for turn 3. That's a tough one because you're going pretty fast up to that corner. Got our photographer today. Let's try not to stare or get distracted by him. You can start rotating the head to the left as you're coming down into turn 4. Use the track when you come out of here. A lot of people hold it too tight to the left. Let it come out. Then we can work our way back to the left side of the track. We'll start looking right. This corner here, a lot of people want to downshift to third. It is a 4th gear corner. You're going to overslow the car if you go to 3rd gear in 5A. This car decelerates pretty heavily when you're in 3rd gear, if you haven't noticed. And we're looking right, 3rd gear for turn 7. Look down the straightaway once you kind of turn in here. So one more time around, and then I'll start rotating you guys out in front, all right? Pay attention down here in 8, 9, 10. So we want to come off the inside a little bit, and then we bring it back down to the right. Kind of hit the apex, get to the turn-in cone that's on the right. Looking good. Unwind out. 4th gear for turn 1 and 2. Wrap those eyes around the corner. Still on that warm-up lap pace, having that mentality of a warm-up lap. This will really help the rest of the session go really well for us, all right? When you guys go do track days, if you decide to go track your cars, you want to do the same thing. Nice warm-up laps, that helps you guys mentally, and it helps the cars start getting heat gradually in the tires and brakes. Looking left, keep those eyes moving. Good job, guys. Line looks really good, so let's keep doing that when you guys are in front of me. Make sure we're touching these apexes. Looking right. So when we get onto the back straight, we will rotate you guys in front, okay? So, or not you guys, I should say, just Doug first. But how this is going to work is I'm going to pull over to the right. Okay, Doug, you're good to go. I'm going to follow you for 3 laps here, okay? And then Sparks, you're good to follow me. All right. So, Doug, have some fun here. Again, just get those eyes up. I'm going to be watching you. You can drive at the speed you want to go. You don't have to keep going slower. You can start picking it up if you'd like, okay? And I'll just give you those pointers. Sparks, you'll be able to follow me like a lead follow, right? So that'll be good for you. You can brake a little bit later for turn 1. You don't have to brake as early, Doug. You can brake a little later and a little lighter. There you go. Begin to accelerate, Doug. Down a little closer to the white cone next time. Good, you're good now. Looking good, Doug. Now turn the wheel more. So we apexed really early there, so you just have to turn a little more to compensate. Looking right, Doug. Get down to those cones. You could open up your entry a little bit more for 5 feet. Looking good, guys. 3rd gear for 7. A little early for the apex of 7. Now lighter on the brakes. You can get closer to that near apex cone next time, that white one. Looking left. Braking, let it roll. There you go. Back to the gas, looking right. Good job. Closer to the white cone this time. Much better. Okay, steady throttle, keep it moving. And we'll try to get to that apex sooner. Now this time, slow your hands down for turn 3. Turn a little slower this time. Still too fast with your hands, but you want to get down to that curb at the cone, not before the cone. So when you turn in, just think about your steering input speed. Sparks, you can get a little closer to that apex sooner for turn 4. Try not to run over that exit curve coming out of 4, Doug. Again, looking right. So right there, you're turning in too late for turn 8. You got to start working your way down to that white cone. That's why that white cone exists. We want to be about 3 feet from it. So you don't want to turn in too slow there for turn 8. It just causes you to have to turn too abruptly. Down to the white cone. There you go. Looking right. Good line. Down to the apex now. Down to that white let it come out to the middle a little bit. There you go. Good, right there. Perfect. Looking left. Get down to the cone. So you kind of got down there a little late again. This time, arc. Think of a big arc into turn 3. We don't want to cut down to that curve too soon. Stay out. Now cut down to the cone. Much better. Much better. Good job, Doug. You guys behind me are looking good. I'm watching you too. Get looking ahead. Good job, Sparks. John, looking good. All the way out to the left, looking right. You turned in a little late that time for 5B, so it's like one constant radius there from 5A to 5B. You'll add a little more steering for 5B, but you don't want to be turning past the turn-in cone. Okay, we're going to rotate on the back. We'll put you to the very back, Doug. Good job. We're going to begin slowing it down. Pull over to the right, Doug. And you're going to go to the back of the group, Doug, all right? So come to a stop if you could, Doug. I'm going to pull in front of you with the group, okay? Everybody follow me in front of Doug. Follow me to the right, Sparks and John. In front of Doug. There we go. We're just going to give this group in front of us a little bit of space before we go again, okay? Okay, Sparks, your turn. Go ahead and pass me. Follow me, John and Doug. Follow me, single file. Sparks, have some fun. Do the speed you want to go. Just try to be precise with the line. Looks pretty good there, through 9 and 10. Line looks good through 1. Keep those eyes up. Looking left, line looks good in 2. You could have worked your way down to the apex a little sooner. Let it out. There you go, good save. Now that happened because we were turning in just a little too slow through the whole corner. Then we turned a lot there right when we were getting on the gas, so just be careful there. Oh, use those brakes to balance, right? Brakes to balance. There you go, don't just pop off the brake. If we pop off the brake, we carry too much mid-corner speed, and that's what's going on there. Brake initially. Way too late there for turn 7. So you can see what's kind of happening, Sparks. You're carrying too much entry speed, so use those brakes a little more, okay? Down the white cone. There you go. So you popped off the brake too quick. You gotta slowly release that brake, okay? Those eyes moving. There you go. Down to the cone now. Start working your way down there. Now you can begin to accelerate. Use the track out to the right. Let it out, let it out, let it out, yeah. See right there, you're pinching the exit, and that's why that rear end kicked out. So you gotta unwind the steering wheel. That's what'll help you. Unwind, let it out. See right there, you did it again. Not unwinding is gonna make the rear want to step out on you. So, straighten out that wheel. You don't want to straighten it completely, but you do want to start to straighten the wheel as you're accelerating, okay? There you go, looking ahead, look up the hill. Looking right. Use the brake, slow it down. Third. You gotta turn a little quicker next time. Looking right. Help you balance longer with the brakes. Longer braking, lighter. There you go, look ahead. Good. Back to the gas. Get it to the apex. Now you can begin to accelerate. Good. Use the brakes. Off the brake, back to the gas, keep it moving. Get to the cone. A little more steering, there you go. Now you unwind out to the curb, let it out. There you go. Good. Looking right. Get to that cone. Good, unwind. Yeah, so you're staying, gotta let that car work its way out to that white line a little sooner. Looking good there, Sparks. Much cleaner laps here. So 5B coming up the next corner, you gotta turn in a little sooner, okay? Look right, start turning. There you go, much better. Careful, there you go, look right. Turn a little sooner here. We're gonna slow down and rotate on the back, okay? So let's go ahead and have you pull over to the right. Nice job, Sparks. We're going to slow it down, John. Sparks, you can come to a stop for me. And John, and Doug will go in front of Sparks, just like we did before. This group's getting some space too. Pull over to the right. Over to the right, guys. Yep. We're doing just like we did the last time. We got to get a little bit of spacing from the groups, okay? So we're going to pull forward, we'll pull up towards the cones up ahead. So Sparks, good job. There was a few times where you're just turning in too late for corners, and that's what makes that rear swing like that with, not enough brake. All right, let's go ahead and have you pass me, John. Perfect. Doug, follow me. Sparks, you're behind the white car now. All right, here we go. So you popped off the brake there too quick for turn 9. Remember, brake and then balance braking as we're turning. Too big of an arc there into 1. You got to get closer to that white cone. You got to use brake for 2. Just remember that. So use a little more throttle between 1 and 2. You got to use more brake back by that brake cone. hard, we're on the brakes. So you guys can't just take your time putting the brakes on. You're going to go too fast through the middle. Try to get over the left sooner next time. Get those eyes up. Your eyes are right in front of the car. Get the eyes up, look through the corner. Corners, which is causing you guys to go slow out of the corner. Look right. Slow the entry. Looking left. Don't arc it as much this time in one. Get down to that white cone like you did there, Bree. Down the white cone there. There you go. Look right. Much better. Much better. Think about turn 3 coming up this lap. We got to slow the entry down more. More brake initially. Slow it down, more brakes, slow it down, look right. You turned in really early now that time. Remember, don't touch the curb till the cone. Keep those eyes up. Looking left. That's what did that right there. You were way too wide coming out of 4 for too long, and you didn't get back over to the left soon enough, so it made you really late for 5A. Okay? Much better for 6. Looking right, slow it down. Early for turn 7. Look ahead, yeah, you started getting on the gas too soon. Remember, unwind and accelerate. Accelerate's last. So if you're trying to have wheel input and accelerate, you're going to end up sliding the car off the corner. Now, you felt that in 1, that's because you came off the brake too quick. You got to brake lighter, longer. You got to stay on the brake to give the car stability, balance. Watch your exit here. Yeah, you started giving the gas too soon. Get that car pointed before you start accelerating. Slow hands here. You're turning in early already. Way too early. You got to turn at the turn-in cone. You're starting to turn before the turn-in cone. Okay, we're coming up to turn 4. So this lap, we've got to, you unwind like you did last lap, but you got to start getting yourself back over to the left sooner. Unwind out to the right. Start working your way back to the left now. Too late. Again, same exact thing. You're going too fast. Slow yourself down. You're going too fast with the big mistakes we're making in that section. We got to fix them, right? So it's okay to slow yourself down to fix your mistakes. Otherwise, you're going to end up off in the dirt, right? So really work on that section. That's probably your worst section right there, is that 4 or 5. You're way wide too long. We're going to go ahead and slow down on the back. We're going to rotate you, okay? Good job. Okay, what I want you to do is get right behind me, okay? So, Doug, give him some space. I want him, Doug, slow down. I want him behind me, okay? So listen to the radio. So come on up behind me, John. There you go. Thank you. we're gonna do a cool down lap, but I want you to see my line through that 4-5 combo, okay? Watch these turn-in cones this lap as well. Watch the turn-in cone for 10 over here on the left. And then we get this nice low apex. So we're going to take you guys nice and slow this lap so you guys can really see the line, okay? Defined for you. Obviously give each other a little bit of space so you guys don't just stare at the bumper in front of you, okay? So again, you're turning in here to 1. We're getting down to this white cone, about 3 feet from it. The car is going to work its way out here towards the middle. That's what we want. That's why we took that line going in. We want the car out here in the middle. That way when we get the car turned right here, we're able to get to the apex better. Three feet from this white cone down here. Doug, you're too wide. Get down there. There you go. Put your windows up, Doug, so you can hear me. That's probably why you're not. There you go. We don't want the wind noise canceling me out here, okay? Out to the middle, we're looking left. You can always adjust your air conditioning, put your air conditioning on if it's too hot in the car. Now turn 3 up here. All of you could use some help up here, so watch my lineup once we get up here. Now remember guys, you have the cone that you brake at, which you guys did a really good job braking here. When you get to the turn-in cone, remember there's the turn-in cone up ahead on the left. A couple of you guys are turning way before this cone. Now look to your right. This red and white curb, I'm not going to touch it till the cone. Look how far around the corner the cone is. So I got to stay out and then touch the curb at the cone, then let it come out here to this white line. Okay, and then I can work my way back over to the right, entering the chicane. Now turn 4, okay, coming up. The chicane, you guys all did pretty well through here. Turn 4, you guys are trying to pick the gas up too soon. Look left, see that orange cone? We don't touch the gas till that cone. We don't touch the gas. We're off the gas, we're turning this car, we're not touching it till the cone right now. We're starting to pick the gas up, leaving the corner. We're going to come out to our exit curb. As soon as you get out here, John, you're working your way back to the left. Okay, you are out to the right side of the track, all the way on the right side of the track there. This is where we enter this corner. Now, when we turn to the right, we're going to get to this cone down here. Okay, so that's why the cars were all, sliding all over the place. This turn-in cone right here, you just keep the wheel turning. You just turn more when you get to that turn-in cone, okay, for 5B. Now, Sparks and John, you guys tried to carry too much speed into this turn 6 down here. So what you need to do is where this curb starts on the right, this is where you put the brakes on. Slow it down back here. Then you can start to release the brake and give it some throttle between here. That'll keep stability in the rear end. And then turn 7, you guys, some of you were turning in too late, some of you are turning in too early. Just kind of get those eyes up. That'll help you. Alright guys, right turn signal's on. We are going to be exiting this lap. Stay on line though, because we're going to practice turn 8 one more time here before we exit. Alright guys, we're going to work our way back to the building, take a break. You guys can stop recording on the PDR.